Day 5. Trust. Thursday, December 16th. Cold. This place is cold. But this time, it isn't lonely. People chatter in the background, lights light the night sky, and music plays from every shop. I feel a slight tug on my arm. Cheeks flushed, Myra stands beside me. Her mitten-clad hands are soft and puffy, but I can still distinguish each and every finger. I try to speak, but she shakes her head. And we walk. I'm awake? Huh. That was, self-explanatory? But yesterday evening is still fresh in my mind. It's only natural that I dream about her. I'm not... whatever. Still, I don't know what to make of what happened yesterday. Maybe I shouldn't pry into Myra's past. She's been nice to me so far, and sounds like there's a thing or two that she wants to hide from me. For good reason, perhaps? Either way, I'm certain that she wasn't lying yesterday. Almost certain. No, I'm certain. None of that was a bluff. You can tell when someone laughs or smiles, whether they're faking it or not. Or either that, or she's a brilliant actress. Good morning, Oni-chan. You're up early again. Seems like it's becoming a habit, good or bad. I'd say it's a good one. I've been busy. I guess that's all. But you haven't been studying, have you? Of course not, My voice trails off, and I'm surprised when she doesn't question me further. You look like you're thinking about something. I look up. My breakfast is half finished, and my last 10 minutes of memory is gone. I told you, it's nothing to worry about. I know you said that, but... Come on, Ren, it's me. Do you really think I have anything to worry about? When you put it that way. But still, you're thinking too hard. Thinking about what? Whatever it is you're thinking about. Just stop. Oh, that's... I couldn't be that transparent? Or I couldn't be that transparent, rather. I mean, things are fine, right? Some problems will always be out of your hands, so you have to know when to take a break and stop worrying. She's doing it clumsily, but... Thanks. I know what she means. More importantly, I don't think I should be taking life advice from you. That's probably true. But don't forget, sometimes it's good to confide in others. It helps clear your head. Wise words from someone like you. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, that's right. Oni-chan, how was your date? It wasn't a date. Oh, really? Then what did you do? We just walked around for a bit. You walked around for 6 hours? That just about summarizes it. Well, we weren't just walking. We were walking and, talking. She doesn't believe me, does she? But you've already kept this girl a secret from me for this long, and now you're trying to hide the juicy details of your first date? Don't you trust me? That teary-eyed look stopped working on me half a decade ago. Well, even if I did want to divulge the details, there isn't much I could tell you. So you mean you were alone with her from lunch until dinner and absolutely nothing of interest happened? Exactly. Well, I suppose the whole episode about that Kinsey guy could count as interesting, but I should keep quiet about that. I suppose I'll let you off for now. But know this, I'll find the truth someday, and someday soon. And how exactly do you intend on doing that? Oh ho ho! Don't worry yourself about that, dear brother. I have my ways. Nani? Was that Code Geass? Anyway, I better go back to sleep. With the mandatory nonsensical morning conversation out of the way, I slide into my shoes as the clock marches onward. All I have to do is open the door and... well, this is a new one. Greetings, Mark. Fancy seeing you here. Fancy seeing me in my own house. I'll never mind that. The important thing is that we have spent appallingly little time together lately. Don't you agree? A little, sure. Appallingly? Debatable. A sharp tongue as ever, I see. Alright, let's go. It might take a moment for this to sink in, but we're not entirely late today. I might as go so far as to say that we're early. With a soft whir, the power button on Lucas's laptop lights up. By the way, Lydium probably won't be coming today. Really? Why? I'm pretty sure she has tests just like us. Well, she said she was sick. She'll probably come tomorrow, so it's no big deal. I've never known her to be the sick type. Everyone gets sick, Mark. I know, but... I'm not sure what I was going for there. Anyway, I doubt any of our teachers will mind if she misses a day. Well, everyone gets sick. I know. I get the feeling she doesn't believe me. It's a shame, though. I still haven't properly talked to Lillian since that day at her house. And considering everything that happened... Oh, Lucas, did you watch the game last night? Yes, it was incredible. Shame we couldn't win it, but the competition was great. Yeah, Daigo-sama. When I see his confident gaze and stylish beard, even I... Oh look, the computer booted up. That should make this less awkward. Oh yay, can I play? Fine, fine. Just save the replay under your own name. Lucas averts his eyes in shame. There's no shame in idolizing Daigo-sama. Anyway. Sometimes I forget he isn't good at every game ever. Hey Mark. I don't want to watch Rin accomplish something that you can't? That too, but it didn't even occur to you that I might want to chat. Oh, it was a slight possibility. This conversation is hopeless, isn't it? One of Lucas's classmates gravitates to the computer as Rin starts playing. Actually, I wanted to tell you something. Seriously? That's an odd thing for you to say. I know, you're not the only one who feels awkward here. Well, you're supposed to dodge all of that? She's just a mid-boss, don't worry, it gets harder. Oh, isn't that exactly why I should worry? Well, it's about someone you know, so I had to tell you at some point. I really should have mentioned it earlier, but easier said than done. Wait, what are you talking about? The thing I was supposed to tell you that I keep avoiding. Alright. It sounds like you're avoiding it too. Wow, you memorized that, didn't you? I had to. Instinct isn't always enough to get you through. Dang, you already lost a few lives. I'm not perfect. Hey, I'm still impressed. What kind of game is Rin playing, anyway? So, what's this thing about? A staring contest? Of course not. I never lose with these glasses. I knew you were kidding. If you wanted to make small talk, you could have just asked. Oh, actually, that's not what I wanted to say. So then what did you want to say? Or do you want to say? You remember the bookmark? Oh man, that's one awesome battle theme. Oh, you get sick of it when you hear it in every remix album, trust me. But is she really the strongest boss in the game? The parasol and frilly dress makes me wonder. Well, you know, it's one of those games. Oh, of course. I'm surprised Lucas hasn't beaten this yet. Parasol and frilly dress? Is it Toho, maybe? I think he prefers the fan art. My heart skips a beat. A bookmark? You mean the bookmark in Lillian's drawer? The one in Lucas's bag? The conversation they were having at lunch, the snowman, her words, his smile, her voice lost in the icy winds. Her words. Well, what were her words? The sound effects are the secret to this one. When you hear the warning, move from the inner circle to the outer circle, because it means that the red and blue laser is about to switch. Well, you gotta move pretty quickly. Man, this is intense. Well, that's why you're supposed to start in advance. You're already following the movements of the red lasers, so if you start following them out, you should be able to release focus and sprint to the edge of the screen in time. I should take notes. Are you saying I didn't say anything? I know, but the singing of the synths from the computer serves as a background music. Well, did she tell you? Lillian? He nods. Well, this one looks easy. What's the catch? I'll give it a few seconds and you'll see. Oh, damn. Now, there's hardly a real trick to this one unless you can memorize the location of the safety corridor. You just gotta go at it with everything you got. What happened? I don't know. What do you mean? I forced the words out of my mouth. I don't know. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Anything can happen, really. So you think... I don't know what I think, but I can guarantee something will happen. Something. From the moment I met Myra, the moment I spoke to Lillian on that sun-drenched evening behind the mall, since then, the clock has been ticking. I just couldn't see the hands. I might be wrong, Mark. I think it's time. I think... enough. Shoot, only one life left. I'll keep it up. You can't give up after coming this far. I know, but... even so, you can always use a continue, right? Oh, you can't. And even if you could, why would you? Continues are for elementary schoolers. Magi. No. I don't want to know. I'll see how it goes. What's the worst that could happen? You're right. There's something this uncertain. The best course of action. Well, that's the best course of action, but I won't get hurt. It's okay, I know what I'm doing. Let me find out for myself. If that's what you want, then I can't stop you. Thanks, though. I smile, and he responds awkwardly in kind. I smile while pretending not to see the warning signs passing me by. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it. 50 more seconds and I would have won. Well, don't feel so bad. You did great for the impulse run. Oh, thanks. You're not a bad guy, you know that? I don't know. Hey, are you... Oh, sorry, gotta go. I look at my hands. Twitching sporadically, the sweat-coated, glistening blobs of flesh rest under the harsh, fluorescent light. Painted, twisted beyond recognition, the sides of my hands are stained black. Mark, You look like you're about to die. I feel like I'm about to die. Anyway, I guess I should wash my hands to get all of this graphite off. Good idea. We'll be at our usual spot. Oh, I have something to do after school today, so don't wait for me. After school? But isn't there an unwritten rule between you and your friends to go home as soon as possible and not waste time socializing? How you make it sound like a bad thing. But I mean, I'm busy. I can be busy at an unnamed location, right? Wrong? Hey, that reminds me. How was your gaming session with that guy this morning? Yeah, I was wondering who that classmate was. Just a random classmate? Oh, he looked like he was having fun. I bet he was surprised to meet a girl that can hold her own in a game like that. Actually, he looked like he wanted to say something at the end of it, but the bell cut him off. Well, we didn't really talk. I mean, you know, besides what? I don't have to be a shrink to guess that you're hiding something from me. What gives you that idea? I would never do that. You're trying to change the topic. You're my sister. It's not like your tricks are new to me. But I'll let you off for now, if you promise to divulge the details when you get home. Hey, what do you mean? It's alright. Have fun. Oh wait, Rin's going on a date? What? That's not English. That's not it. That's the best retort you can come up with? I was just kidding, but I guess it's true. I never thought the day would come. Oh wait, does that make you a traitor? If you actually start going with this guy, it might be problematic. But I guess it's okay if you convert him. It's never a bad time to add another one to the family, right? Can you please shut up now? Huh? Genuflect. I don't. Is that a reference to something? Actually, I don't get this reference. Genuflect? Genuflect? Huh? I said genuflect or genuflect. You know, it's starting to get really hot in here. I think I'll just. It's winter, Mark. Oh, right. She returns her glare to Lucas without a second thought. So will you do it? Will you genuflect? Genuflect? Or won't you genuflect? What? I don't understand. Wakarimasen. I guess I'll save. Sure? I dare not open my mouth in a situation like this, so I'll do my best to convey my message telepathically. Come on, Lucas. Just give up your pride and genuflect. Our lives could be at risk here. Wordlessly, hiding his shame behind his glasses, he concedes defeat and bows his head. Congrats! You passed the test. A test? Well, it was more just for fun than anything else. Ring giggles. Sorry to do that to you. Let's eat lunch, shall we? Freedom, delivered by the afternoon bell. Most of our end-of-term work is now complete. Just a little bit more and we'll be free for the holidays. Holidays. Every time that word comes up, I think of Lillian. The last day of school is in 2 days. I need to smoothen things out fast. Mark. Lucas, when'd you get here? Well, that's not important. Alright then, what is it? Are you bored or something? I suppose one could say that. Well, I hate to say it, but I think I'm pretty bored myself. Except that one would be wrong in saying that. That was intentional, wasn't it? Okay, just hurry up and get to the point. Do you need a partner to go somewhere? In a sense, yes. There's a place that I want to go. A place? Lucas averts his gaze with a sad look in his eyes, unconsciously fidgeting his fingers. The classroom falls silent. The sun peeks through the clouds for an instant, glancing off his glasses and hiding his expression. A feeling of subdued longing emanates from him. Wait, what's with this narration? Haha. Sorry, I couldn't just resist. You should have seen the look on your... I stop him with a glare, or at least I try to. But I only last a few seconds before my laughter gets the better of me. Well played. Suddenly, and this time unintentionally, the room falls silent. Seriously though, never again. There's actually somewhere I wanted to go. Oh, so you weren't just making all of that up. I was planning on asking you normally, but I couldn't resist messing with your head. Well, that's a nice thought, isn't it? I'm glad you agree. In any case, the place? Oh, it's a cafe. What kind of cafe? I could have sworn I heard him add of sorts to the end of that. A cafe. Yeah, a cafe. With maids. Oh. I should be yelling right now, but we had a maid cafe in this country? Yes, apparently so. It's been open for a few years, but I'll save it. I'll pass. So you want to accompany me on my pilgrimage? I contemplated for a moment, but the icy breeze reminds me that I should probably be indoors. Yeah, you'll have to handle this one on your own. Suit yourself. Rest assured, I shall return with tales of beauty and splendor from the world of knee socks and lace. Look forward to it. Lucas charges off into the non-existent sunset. I guess this means I have to go home by myself. That's too bad. Why not go to the maid cafe? Come on, Mark. Anyway. I'm halfway to warmth and comfort when I catch a glimpse of a certain little sister. Rin? Hey, Mark. So I'm guessing it didn't go well? Oh, he couldn't make it. Had to meet up with a friend from out of town. He? I guess she isn't afraid to admit it now. Well, that's not so bad. At least you didn't get rejected. I told you it wasn't a date. We were just going to the arcade. Really? So then what was the fuss about? Well, you know. Boys are scary. I know I should be trying to help her, but come on, that's just too cute. Well, there are some guys who would fall for you instantly if they heard you say a thing like that. Well, those aren't the scary ones. Of course. Well, what can I say? You're growing up. You should be proud. Now, growing up is less fun than I expected. Well, tell me about it. Say, I've got an idea. Now, please don't set me up with one of your friends. I don't think that would be a very good idea. Hey, are you implying something? Way to go, self. Anyway, I was trying to say that we should go somewhere. Huh? Where? I don't know. Anywhere. Let's go to a mall. I'll treat you to a sundae or something. I'm not so two-dimensional as to be satisfied with something as simple as a dessert, you know. Two-dimensional? Liar. You're drooling from thinking about it. Well, it's not my fault if sundaes are sweet and creamy and delicious. So, what are we gonna do for our date, Oni-chan? Can you please not call this a date? People will get the wrong idea. But you promised me a sundae. Isn't that a complete non-sequitur? Anyway, why don't you decide what to do? I'll do whatever you ask for today. I like the sound of that. But aren't you just pushing the decision on me because you have no idea what to do on a normal date? Ouch. That's kinda mean. Even for you. Oh, don't worry. I'll think of something fun. Leave it to me. This is tiring. Do you really have such little stamina? Even 12-year-olds can handle this. And it's easier said than done. I've never done it before, so... all you have to do is put your body into it. Don't let them get away. But they're too fast. Score? 15 out of 50. You've gotta be kidding me. What can I say? Whack-a-mole is harder than it looks. I know, and the UFO catcher was even harder. She played about 10 times to get on one item before realizing it was more or less a waste of time. I wonder what Lucas would say if he saw you lose to a game like this. Actually, he'd probably sympathize. He can't play air hockey properly. Well, I guess you're better at things that don't involve standing up. Well, I'm better at things that run on a steady frame rate. Real life doesn't run on a steady frame rate. The human eye can't see further than 30 FPS. No. Anyway. You're not going to let yourself get defeated by Whack-a-mole, are you? Come on, try it again. I'm saying this knowing full well that I'm paying, but she's bound to get physically tired after a few rounds, right? Alright, I'm going for it. Wah! She spots the mole as soon as it appears, and she swings at it. And misses. I can see them, but this stupid thing is too heavy. You do know that's meant for kids, right? Yeah, crazy weightlifting kids who eat raw eggs and run around during recess. As opposed to level grinding your Pokemon so you can beat the last boss with Rattata. Well, that would be pretty impressive. Someone's probably already done that. Anyway. It was in the top percentage of Rattata. Swing and miss. See, by the time you recover from the recoil of one swing, the next mole is already about to disappear. I know that. I can see them too. It just takes so long to move this thing across the board. Well, that's because you're putting too much force into it. It's not hammer a mole, just whack him. But then you have to lift it up right away and move all the way to the other corner. Wah! She got one and missed the following two. The moles give up on her and disappear. No fair. 17 out of 50? I guess that's a bit better. One more time. Well, this is gonna be a long day. I tend to be wrong about a lot of things, but if there's one thing I know, it's that Rin has very little stamina for physical activity. I was putting my wallet on the line back there, but she got tired after 4 games. Shame she never scored higher than 25. You sound tired. I haven't worked this hard since phys ed in elementary school. Don't you have phys ed in the first year of high school too? Well, technically, yes, but, well, you know. I don't know, and I'm not sure if I want to know. You know, this was supposed to be a treat for you, but I get the feeling I'm not doing a very good job. Oh, it's okay. All that matters is that I'm with you, right? Still, I have to find a way to outdo that guy who stood you up. It's my duty as a brother. He didn't. I mean, wait, we already went through this. Ouch. Anyway, we can't sit around here forever. I'll carry your coat if you want to, or if I have to. And you're already carrying my coat. Well, this time I'll do it willingly. Really? That's fine. Just forget about it. Why don't we go look at some clothes or something? Clothes are a waste of money. It's not like I'll find what I want here anyway. Wait, you mean you were actually planning on seeking out and purchasing an article of clothing in your own time and with your own money? Ah! It's not for school, or for a guy, or anything like that. It's for cosplay? You know me so well. A pair of arms wrap themselves around mine. Oh, there's us. Well, this Mark. Anyway. You can let go now. Wow, are you stuttering? Then I make you stutter. I haven't made you stutter in years. Since when was this a game? You did it again! Alright, now I'm never letting go. Fine, fine. Oh, you get bored when I stop reacting. Aw. Seriously though. Thanks, Mark. I grab the still grinning Rin by the armpits and lift her off me. Come on, the evening isn't over yet. Right. Delicious Sunday. Ah, so sweet. In a good way, I assume. I don't think it's possible for something to be sweet in a bad way. Well, actually, I don't like sweet things for the most part. I guess, well, there's a few exceptions, I guess, like soda, but most sweet things I actually don't like. Anyway. I silently agree. It's hard to deny the delicious delicacies of ice cream and fruit. Not that I could bring myself to order something like that. So how about it? Are you feeling better now? She starts to reply and abruptly stops. The spoonful of sugary cream, or creamy sugar, hangs in the air. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I wasn't expecting a serious reply. Are you disappointed that I actually listen to you from time to time? Maybe. After all, it means that I can't pretend to talk seriously on a whim when I'm bored and want to see an amusing reaction. But that's not what you're doing now. Of course not. I catch myself smiling before quickly reverting to my in-character, I'm only here because I have to be gaze. Thanks. Rin's eyes drift down to the strawberry sitting atop the tower of edible heaven. Don't mention it. Although, if there's anything you want to tell me, feel free to say it. She scoops up some of the melted ice cream surrounding the center, and accidentally slurps it. It was nothing big. I told you, right? A guy in my class saw me playing a fighting game during self-study, and I asked if I wanted to challenge him in the arcade. The spoon hangs limply in her fingers, grazing the vanilla mountain. And I agreed, of course. I mean, I wasn't sure how I was supposed to go somewhere alone with a guy, but I kinda had to agree. And then, her shoes scrape the ground as she kicks her feet back and forth. It's alright. And Mark? Am I in blah blah blah? Don't worry about it. Forget the semantics. You wanna meet him again, right? Then go do it. There's no rule saying that every emotion needs a proper name. You took me seriously. Well, you called me by my name. I kinda had to. Shoot. That was an accident. I know. That's why I believed you. Rena. She pokes at the strawberry with the spoon, as if pondering which angle to bite it from. Oh, no need to get that serious. Oh, I wish you could see the look on your face right now. It's like you're already planning out your wedding ceremony. It's not that, it's just... And please don't say something cheesy like I just want to see him again tomorrow and talk about inconsequential things. How nostalgic. I haven't made a face like that in 3 years. You're making me feel like an old man. You think? Actually, Mark, I've seen that face on you pretty recently. How recently? Oh, not long. About a week, or maybe 2. Myra's watery eyes on that cold hilltop pop into my mind, along with Lillian's silhouette against the sunset. I guess I've been busy too. I don't doubt it. She grins as she swallows a half-melted mouthful of ice cream, whipped cream, and probably a couple more types of cream. By the way, the guy you were talking about isn't just some guy who talked to you, is he? You know I'm more patient than you. Well, he's kinda someone I noticed a while ago, and I was going to talk to him, but he's always surrounded by friends. He seems like a nice guy, but I don't really know him, and it's alright, I understand. I wish you luck. I tried to muster up my most convincing big brother's smile. Hopefully I succeeded. Well, thanks, Mark. Right on cue, she chomps down the strawberry and concludes her battle against mankind's greatest sundae. I really should have ordered one of those. It's getting kinda late. But there's still so much we can do. And this is coming from a person who said there was nothing to do here an hour ago. Well, that's because I wasn't in the mood to do anything fun, like tease you. Of course that would be her favorite pastime. You know, if this were a game, we have to go shopping for clothes. And then you get to watch me try on swimsuits and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. You sound like you wouldn't mind doing that. I guess I could, if you want me to. There's no need. We both know you'll be the school swimsuit character. Hey! Whoosh! A fist soars above my head as I instinctively crouch down. Fine then, I suppose you could pull off a one-piece and a sarong, but that's about it. If you were in that situation, you'd keep reloading the save file until you got every image, wouldn't you? Now that you mention it. Well, too bad. Rin pouts and turns around, but I know she's smiling. So how about it? Wanna head back? Yeah, I guess we should. I had fun today. Glad to hear it. And you're the best. Rin hugs me like a child hugging a teddy bear. I know she's joking, but I pat her head and play along. Well, don't forget your mission now. You can't back down after coming this far. I know. Say, Mark, promise me something, will you? Smirking as if she came up with an idea of a lifetime, she walks up ahead and gazes through the foggy window, expression reflected by the contrast in light. When this is all over, and exams are finished, let's go sing karaoke. Me, you, Lucas, Lillian, maybe even my friend. Or maybe even Myra, eyes closed, singing along to a Christmas love song. On New Year's Eve. Let's do it. And you promise? I promise. In that quiet corner of a crowded mall, next to an old, discolored window overlooking a slushy parking lot, I saw the future. What am I supposed to do? It all happened so fast. It came over me. Climbing into his window was an impulse decision to begin with, and it all snowballed from there. I kept telling myself to stop, but I couldn't. I want to see how he reacts. I want to embarrass him. I want to see if he can tell when I'm kidding and when I'm not. And what's wrong with me? And everything that happened on the hill? No, I don't even want to think about it. This is wrong. It was always wrong. I just couldn't see it. This is what I get for playing with something that should never be played with. I stand up and rub my eyes. It's a cloudy day out. No doubt he's walking a lonely walk back home, thinking about that night as frantically as I am. He must be, right? There's no way he didn't feel anything. I mean... Oh god. I can't start thinking like this. What have I done? This was never supposed to be a storybook romance. It can never be one either. Slowly, deliberately, I pull out a sheet of paper and start writing. Wait, what did you say? Closed. And by closed, you mean closed. Lucas repeats the same word over and over through the phone. I guess there's not much to say other than that it was closed. The maid cafe's closed. You mean closed for today or just closed? He sounds like he's sobbing, but it's hilarious in my head. Welcome home, Master. I'm back. And this is your lucky day. Tonight is our weekly Nico Mimi night. I love you. And on top of that, it's also our monthly school swimsuit plus over-knee socks event. The perfect 2-course meal. I love you even more. In fact, we're going through all the trouble of tracking us down despite not being listed in any online map to avoid potential legal issues. We'll even offer our extra special Doki Doki excitement for your eyes only. I'm getting an extra special Doki Doki excitement hour. This is the greatest day of my life. That's right, and we even have food. Is what I would like to say, but we're closed. Nani? But we're not completely gone. You can still smell the fragrance of omelette rice, dressed by a maid's loving hands, if you come right after garbage day. Lucas, you still there? I'm just trying to figure out what you were snickering about a minute ago, but yes, I'm still here. I guess you noticed. Well, look on the bright side. When you get old enough, you can open up your own maid cafe and fill this city with hope. I know your words are shallow, but thank you. Yeah, he took it seriously. So, was that it? The store was just closed? Pretty much. The windows were boarded up, the posters gone, but there was something there. I'm sure of it. How can you be so sure? You had the address? Well, that too, but I could smell them. You could smell them. The maids, I mean. There used to be maids in that building. I'm sure of it. Your maid senses were tingling. You think I'm exaggerating? Oh, God knows you're not. Her laughter fades away and an awkward silence replaces it. Now, Mark? Actually, there was another reason why I called you. What was it? It's not particularly important. Not particularly important, what does that mean? It means, to some extent, it's important. Yet in many years, it's something that is in fact unimportant. You're just trying to piss me off. I was actually trying to distract you. We've been friends since the beginning of high school. I can tell when you're hiding something. I hesitate to play the old friend card, but now's a good time as any. In that case, would you like to hear the truth? Only if you're willing to tell me? I see. So the cards are in my hands. He pauses for a moment, and so does the sound of his footsteps. Is this serious enough for him to stop walking? In that case, I'll explain. I reconstruct every conversation I had with Lucas over the past few days, searching for clues that I might not want to find. I can't tell you everything. I can only explain in bits and pieces, fragments for you to piece together on your own. Hopefully, by the time you finish, it won't be too late. Fair enough. He takes a deep breath. Do you remember that time in 9th grade when you and Lillian and I worked together on that science project? Yeah, it was a painful couple of months. We barely scraped a 70 at the end of it. Yes, I suppose it was painful, but it wasn't entirely bad, was it? And at that time, we went on a trip up north for geography to study the natural wonders of the countryside. You remember, right? That too. We spent most of our time filling out a question sheet, but it wasn't all that bad. I think I might know where you're going with this. Do you? You also might be wrong. Regardless, to sum it all up, I suppose you could say that I've been feeling reminiscent lately. My bedroom is still, but a wistful wind leaks through the closed window. I've noticed it's an odd change for someone like you. It is, isn't it? I've been conscious of it myself. I shouldn't be feeling this way. It's not my job, not my thing. But I suppose every human at some point has to think about what they're searching for. We'll talk about melodramatic. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I know you're not. Do you remember when we first met, Mark? Let's see, it was right at the beginning of freshman year. We held a mock debate for our first English class, and lazy and unmotivated me was pitted against melodramatic and over-enthusiastic you. I actually hated his guts during the debate. I actually hated his guts during the debate, but things change. Funny how things happen. And you remember when we first met Lillian? Oh, we were just talking about it, yeah. And that's right, the science project. We were told to form a group of 3. It was a few months into the year, so a lot of our classmates had already made friends. Lucas and I knew we would be working together, but the remainder of the class has settled into their own groups. All except for that one quiet girl in the corner. Yep, that's it. And surely you still remember when you introduced me to Ren? I think I'd rather not remember. Well, that wasn't an introduction, that was an eavesdropping. And skipping class. Oh, can you blame me? She seemed like she would make a good disciple, I had to find out for sure. The whole escapade basically amounted to him following her around for the first day of class and waiting to hear the right references. Anyway, it's those memories that I'm talking about. They're small, but they're precious. I don't want to lose them. Tick-tock goes the clock in my head. What makes you think you'll lose them? But just promise me. What? Promise me that we won't lose those memories. No matter what happens. No matter how cheesy this sounds. Okay. Alright, I promise. By the way, Rin gave me an idea today. No, you don't say. Karaoke. Like with 70s super robot intros? I don't know, just karaoke. New Year's Eve. All 4 of us, plus a special guest or 2. You in? Oh, sounds like a plan. With that unambiguous confirmation, I bury my face in the pillow. Lying on the bed as I gaze blankly at the invisible ceiling, I think through my conversation with Lucas and the time we spent with Rin. Or the time I spent with Rin. Something is about to happen, something inevitable. I don't think I can avoid it, and I don't think I should avoid it. I don't think I can avoid it, I don't think I should avoid it. My path was set in stone the minute I let this whole adventure start. And all the while, that faded, sun-soaked reel of memories plays over and over in my head. With a worn-out sigh, I turn to my side and close my eyes. Day 6. Leap of Faith. Friday, December 17th. It's morning. My alarm didn't go off. Or at least, I assume it didn't, because my dream wasn't cut short. Everyone knows the type. One of those dreams that's great while it lasts, and hurts the minute you wake up. It was one of those dreams. The sky was completely blue. Early autumn, the leaves turning orange, a walk home in my first year of high school. It was also the first day I met Lillian. Hey, do you like the sky? That's a strange question. I'm hardly kidding. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to see what answer you choose. Why is that? You can tell a lot about a person by how they answer an unanswerable question. Her voice is fresh in my mind. She was smart, even back then. Shy, but years ahead of me. My dad wanted to be a pilot when he was younger. Well, that's what he told me anyway. I see. It's for an art project. The sky, I mean. I hate painting. I'm terrible at it. The sky ought to be the easiest thing to paint, right? She stared at the clouds, puzzled. I stared at her, puzzled. You and Lucas seem nice. You're good students, right? I can research, but I don't want to do the presentation. It wasn't the clouds, really. She stared at something invisible in the distance. I'm glad you came and talked to me. Maybe we can be friends. You're pretty when you smile, I thought. You're interesting. You too. I couldn't see what she was looking at. It began and ended in her own head. That's a tough barrier for a stranger to cross. You said you're from a small family, right? Yeah. Only child, and my parents work a lot. Does it get lonely? Kinda. Do you ever invite friends over? Not really. Too busy. Besides, there's lots to do by yourself. I wanted to ask her everything, and I wanted to tell her everything. Who knows? Maybe I fell for her under that pale afternoon sky, and it wasn't until a year later that I realized it. Look, a plane. They must feel good, the people piloting that. You can go anywhere up there. No boundaries. If I could have deciphered that comment back then maybe. But no, she's always been far, far ahead of me. Let's be friends. Sure thing. The morning passed by in a blur. It's about time to get going. Do you have any plans for the evening? It's the last day of school after all. Well, we'll be seeing each other again in a couple of weeks. It's not really a cause to celebrate. Well, that was a lie, of course. Either way, I might be at the arcade with Lucas, so don't expect me till late, okay? We opened the front door and walked to school for the last time before the new year. Well, it looks like Lillian is sick again. Well, this is terrible. This is worse than terrible. I might be off by a long shot, but I know what class she would normally be in right now. She was away this morning, but maybe she was just late. Almost there. Hey. Morning. How was your cold? What? I mean, you were sick and, let me try this again. So, how have you been? Are you feeling better now? Oh, yes, I am. Well, thanks for asking, even if it took a few more tries than necessary. Well, anyway, you might want to see your teachers about the stuff you missed. You've been away for a while. The last time I saw you was... Well, let's cut to the chase, shall we? I can't tell you anything, Mark. I know, but... It's not because I don't trust you. It's because it'll ruin everything if I do. You know what I mean. It wasn't a question this time. I know it's selfish, but listen to me for once. Mark, you said you know how I feel, right? Then listen. You're not alone, but you're acting like you are. That's not my business, I know. That's not what I was... But it's what you were thinking. Forget about being nice. Don't worry about hurting me. Just do what you want, okay? Just stop thinking and do what you want. You're right. You're right, aren't you? I'll be fine. Or at least I think I will. It's alright. You can think of time to think, or you can take time to think, or whatever it is. Meet me after school, alright? What? You're not busy, are you? No, I'm not, but... Then it's settled. Meet me after school and I'll tell you everything. Are you sure? She nods, despite her vaguely trembling arms. And I nod while realizing, conclusively, that there's no turning back.